What's up guys, I'm gonna make this default Chrome Dino game in only 6 hours. Why 6 hours? Because, well, that's the amount of time it took me to actually get a decent looking result. Yeah, I know I'm not the best game developer, but hey, everybody gotta start somewhere, you know? And I'm sure that this project has helped me out loads because I've discovered a way to increase my skills as a developer exponentially faster. So without any further hesitation, let's get right into it. Now, if you don't already know, then the Chrome Dino game is a very simple game. The mechanics are very basic. You have a player, you tap the screen, the player jumps, and you have to avoid all these cactuses. Or cacti, or just desert plants, I don't know what you call them. And the longer you survive, the higher the score, and that's the game. That's super simple. So, first thing I did was I jumped straight into Unity. Then I decided not to use Unity because it's so goddamn slow. So I scrapped Unity and instead decided to take to the internet for answers. And that's when it hit me. Why would I use a game engine when you can just code it yourself? I mean, it's pretty easy, right? Right? Okay, so it appears I've slightly overestimated my skills as a game developer. Let me explain. Okay, so to make our web game, what we're gonna need is 3 different files. One, a HTML file, which is used to link all our assets together, be our images and our other scripts. The next one is a CSS file, which is basically used for layout and positioning your different assets and sprites. And finally, you have your JavaScript, which is basically the different game logics you have inside your game. In our case, it's the player jumping and the score. But I only ever got as far as the CSS file, which was obviously positioning your layout, because everything was really beginning to frustrate me and I couldn't understand what was going on, and the language was all confusing with this syntax and... So, after about 200 lines of CSS, I really began to lose patience, so I was sort of losing the will to keep doing this project. So I decided to turn to YouTube for more advice. And by advice I mean watch, more videos about random stuff on YouTube. Whatever comes up in my recommended. So that's exactly what I did. How smart that was of me. Cause little did I know, the answer was in YouTube's recommended all along.
Nice.
Okay, this is the really interesting part. The video was about a new web-based tool called Micro Studio, and allows people like you and me to make full games using a variety of different programming languages, including their very own custom-made Lua-based programming language, and all this happens directly in the web browser. So everything's hosted on the cloud, you can collab with each other, or in the cloud, and it's really powerful because it has its own built-in pixel art editor. You can make animations with pixel art. They have such incredible documentation. It was super simple for me to get started, and they even have a step-by-step tutorial guide to show you how to make a runner game similar to the dinosaur game. So you get where I'm going with this. But what's more, they have an incredible community and hundreds of projects that are free to use. They can just look at the code and just borrow the code in your own game, so you can learn from other people's projects, which I find is really cool. And what's more, did I mention this is all completely free? If you want to help the guy out, then he's got a Patreon. It's a single developer, I believe. And there's also experimentations with 3D, and this is a project you definitely want to keep your eye on. So after working with this for about 2 hours trying to learn the programming language, which wasn't very hard, in about 60 lines of code, 3 different assets, this is what I came up with. So, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to hit subscribe because I am going to do a ton more games. It's not even a question of if I do more games, I am doing more games currently. I'm working on about 5 at the same time simultaneously. So make sure you like the video and subscribe so you can see more of my incredible videos. They're not too incredible currently, but if you subscribe then they'll get better quality, you're directly influencing what I make. So yeah, I'm talking too much.